Doris Miller. Doris "Dory" Miller was born in Waco, Texas in 1919. He grew up in a country that demanded black service, but often denied black dignity. Still, he carried strength, discipline, and courage into a Navy that did not yet see men like him as equal. When Doris Miller joined the United States Navy, segregation limited what black sailors were allowed to do. He was assigned as a mess attendant, serving food and doing labor that reflected the racism of the time rather than the measure of his ability. But history has a way of revealing greatness when the moment demands it. On December 7, 1941, during the attack on Pearl Harbor, Doris Miller was aboard the USS West Virginia. As bombs fell and chaos filled the ship, he did not freeze. He moved with courage. He helped carry wounded sailors to safety, including his injured captain. Then, though he had not been formally trained on the weapon, he manned an anti-aircraft gun and fired back at the attacking planes. In that moment, the Navy's rules about what black men were allowed to be meant nothing. Doris Miller became what the hour required: a protector, a fighter, a hero. His bravery made him the first black American to receive the Navy Cross, one of the Navy's highest honors for valor. But even after his courage was recognized, America still struggled to honor black heroes equally. Doris Miller had proven himself under fire, yet the system that praised him still practiced segregation. He later continued serving during World War II. In 1943, he was killed when the USS Liscum Bay was sunk in the Pacific. He gave his life for a nation that had not yet given full freedom to his people. Reflection. Doris Miller represents the warrior spirit of the taken ones. He was placed in a limited role, but his courage could not be limited. He was assigned to serve, but when history called, he stood and defended. He reminds us that black Americans did not merely witness America's wars, they fought them, they bled in them, they changed them. And many times, they did so while still fighting for respect at home. Doris Miller was not trained for the gun, but he was born for the moment. When Pearl Harbor burned, he stood in the fire and showed America what black courage looked like.